My name is Balaji, and I'm here to talk to you about Dynamics 365 Commerce. But before we get started, I wanted to thank you for your partnership and support in this journey of ours. And I hope all of you are healthy and safe during these unprecedented times. In today's session, we'll start off with a brief overview of Dynamics 365 Commerce, followed by a comprehensive end-to-end demonstration of the product from the lens of one of our customers, OBrien water skis. And then we'll talk a little bit about a couple of new programs that we're launching, and we'll open it up for questions and answers. I really want to take the time to appreciate that you have taken to take part in this session, and I hope this session will be as productive for you. So let's get started. So Dynamics 365 is a complete omni-channel solution, providing businesses the ability to engage with their customers wherever that might be, whether it's in-store, e-commerce, or on a call center, and ties it into a unified back office system. It comprises of three main things. Number one is a unified back office system where a business can actually centrally manage all of their operations, whether it is managing products, assortments, catalogs, all the way through to inventory, order management, and fulfillment. And businesses can use this centralized console to not only manage the back office, but all the sales operations, all the channels, all the ways that you can manage your websites, brands, physical stores, and everything else. And we have built this in a way that it is seamlessly integrated into Dynamics ERP and CRM applications, but we provide choices for our customers where they can deploy commerce standalone and integrating into third-party systems if that's what the customers would choose to use, or a fully integrated end-to-end offering. Now, over the years, we've actually built the solution with omni-channel commerce as the fundamental pivot point. And in order to drive that, we've built this through a headless commerce engine. And headless commerce engine provides API-based access to all the business rules and logic that you might need as a customer engages with your brand in-store, call center, e-commerce, or emerging channels like possibly social commerce, conversational commerce, and what have you. And that headless commerce engine provides all the necessary business logic, but also allows you to do all the important scenarios, especially in today's world, like buying online, picking up in a store, buying online, returning in a store, just seamlessly out of the box. Now, one of the key pivot points about the headless commerce engine is that it not only provides the omni-channel capabilities, but it actually allows a broad scale in terms of scalability, performance, as well as security that is top of mind for businesses today. But more importantly, the headless commerce engine also provides a ton of flexibility. You can deploy it in the cloud, you can deploy it in a physical location, or even on a device to provide network resilient operations for businesses around the world. In Dynamics 365 Commerce, from a channel standpoint, engagement standpoint, now has digital commerce capability. So this is a way that you can engage with your customers on mobile or on the web, and by providing a very seamless and engaging experiences that is fully natively supported by an underlying rich and scalable content management system, digital asset management system, and more importantly is infused with AI-driven technologies like product recommendations, cloud-powered search, ratings and reviews, and many, many more. We also have a very immersive in-store modern store solution where we empower the store associates to engage with customers and to provide the best possible service that they can provide for their customers when they walk into the store, while enabling them to be a lot more productive. And this store solution brings all the richness that we enable on the e-commerce web storefront to be available in physical store as well. So the same product, same assortment, the same catalog, all the merchandising details that you set up in the back office instantly becomes available in a physical store, while all the underlying foundational pillars that we have put in place, the recommendations that you see in an e-commerce website is exactly the same that you will see in a physical store. The ratings and reviews on a website will be available for a physical store employee as well. But more importantly, we're also integrating and bringing other capabilities so that the in-store associate can actually serve the customer, whether it's endless aisle capabilities, mobile enabled line busting capabilities, all the way through to clienteling by providing a full 360-degree view of the customer at the tip of their fingers. Now, once you have all of these orders flowing through your system, from a back office perspective, we also have intelligent order orchestration capabilities through distributed order management, where the system will take into account your business constraints and automatically figure out the best possible way for that order to be fulfilled, including modeling store as a micro warehouse so that stores can be used for fulfillment purposes so that you not only optimize for inventory, get the products to the customer as quickly as possible, and also reducing the operational cost of the business. Now, while we say that Dynamics 365 Commerce is a fully end-to-end omnichannel system across physical stores, digital stores, call center, we're also trying to bring a ton of all the data that drives these operations, both structured data like your inventory, products, customer, sales data, but also all the clickstream data, observational data, and to provide immersive insights into it through Commerce Insights capability as well. And out of the box, the Commerce application is fully integrated into a variety of different Dynamics 365 applications, including supply chain management, finance, customer insights, as well as AI-driven fraud protection, which protects fraud for payment purposes, as well as upcoming loss prevention capabilities as well, and is natively integrated into Microsoft Power Platform as well. Very soon, Commerce will have integration to both Dynamics 365 marketing, customer service, as well as connected store, which actually will bring super rich experiences for physical stores by tapping into cameras and sensors that are already in the store and leveraging that through our modern AI technologies to drive insights and actions that users in the store can take. Now, we are putting all of this to use with a variety of different customers who are implementing. I'd love to show you a fully comprehensive end-to-end demo from a lens of one of our customers, OBrien water skis. Please roll the video.
For over 50 years, OBrien has been creating products specifically for the ultimate family fun experience on the water. The world over, their customers have come to expect excellence from their award-winning brands such as OBrien Water Sports, Margaritaville Pool Floats, Sub-Z Coolers, and Hydroslide. Dynamics 365 Commerce is partnering with OBrien to modernize their business operations, better engage with their customers online, and investigate the art of the possible with their mobile POS. Let's look at their website running in Dynamics 365 Commerce and how it can help capture customer orders and fulfill them in a retail setting. Using Dynamics 365 Commerce, OBrien is able to build out a rich and immersive website that speaks to the value proposition of their products and the joy you can have with them on the water. Here you can see an example of their homepage. You can see it has rich image overlays. We have text that can appear over images. We have rich CMS content. And here we have one of our AI-driven recommendation lists, which allows you to see a range of new products using one of our algorithmic recommendations. Selecting a product would take you automatically into the product display page. As we come back to the top, you can see that our navigation is both CMS driven. These are links that we can add in as an author, and automated navigation, which come directly from the products listed in Commerce Headquarters. Here we can see a range of categories and subcategories which come directly from Commerce Headquarters. As you create a new category or subcategory and release it, it will automatically appear online without the marketer or the merchandiser having to take any additional action. We also want to make it as easy as possible for customers to be able to find content and products quickly. So let's click on search and see how the search works. Let's type in a word that we would typically search for on the OBrien website, like water skis. Here you can see a list of results returned by Azure Search. We have a range of searches that have been run in the past. We have products that contain water ski directly in the title, and we have the categories and subcategories that those products reside in. Clicking on any one of these would take us to a search for that term, to the products itself, or to the category landing page. This is using Azure Search. Soon we'll have Bing for Commerce Search, which gives us the ability to have all these capabilities plus synonyms, common misspellings, and type ahead support for predictive text. Let's go ahead and just search for water ski. Here you'll see the water ski search landing page loads, and you can see that we've embellished this with some additional marketing content to help explain to the customer why they want to buy water skis from OBrien. As we scroll down, we can see all the water ski results listed here. We have all the images, their prices, and their average rating, so you can easily find the product that you want visually. You can also see on the left that all of the product attributes associated with the product in Commerce Headquarters have now been displayed to the customer as search refiners. So we can easily search within these products to find just the type of product that we want. I know I'm looking for a higher end ski, so I'm going to go ahead and place my price modifier somewhere here in the middle. I know that I want a 66-inch ski, which reduces my limit down to 2, and I know I want 4 stars or above. So I can easily find just the skis that meet my particular buying needs. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the OBrien G6 Slalom Water Ski, and we're going to take a look at that product description page. Here we can see the product description page for the OBrien G6 Slalom Water Ski. You can see that it's presented with its title, with its price, with its average rating across all customer reviews, and the size selection, so we can select just the variation that we want to purchase. I know I want a 66-inch. We see that we have our images, and we can easily navigate through the images. All this content is coming directly from Commerce Headquarters. So it's all coming in real time from Commerce Headquarters without the merchandiser or the marketer having to enter any of this information in. But sometimes, for a higher end product, we want to inject some additional content. Might speak to the value proposition of the product, might speak to the fun you can have with the product. Something that will entice the customer into purchasing this product from OBrien. And here we've added in an image with some text. We could put in some other content and really speak to why the customer should purchase this product. Here we've added in some additional products that are typically purchased with this product that we're aware of and we want to add in manually. And here we've added in product specifications so you can learn about the product and the capabilities of the product in greater detail. Again, all this information is coming from Commerce Headquarters. And here we have a list of people also like. So people who have looked at this product or purchased this product in the past have also liked these other products and have been inclined to purchase them. So we have an opportunity to present one of our AI-driven recommendations to the customer. Below that, we have our reviews. Gartner says that 60% of online transactions are influenced through ratings and reviews. Here we give customers the ability to leave their reviews, we capture an aggregate star rating, and we capture the title and text. The text is run through Azure Cognitive Services, so we can validate the content, and we can verify that there's no profanity, that it's on brand, it's on topic, and it's not spam. We're going to scroll back up to the top, and you'll see that I'm not currently logged in, so I'm going to sign in. We currently use AAD-B2C as our authentication mechanism. You'll see that I can log in as Karen Berg, one of our fictitious users, so I'm going to sign in. So I'm now fully logged in as Karen. We're going to go ahead and select that size 66, and we're going to go ahead and we could do one of two things here. We could either add this product to our bag and go ahead and check out using our credit card or debit card, or we choose to buy from a dealer. Let's go ahead and buy from a dealer and see what the buy online, pick up in store scenario would look like. So we can see that here we have a store that's selling this product. We're going to see the information for the store so I can easily find it. We're going to show the store hours and the availability. We're going to go ahead and pick this up. And you'll see that we're now loaded into the cart. And so we can see the product that we've purchased. We can see that we're currently picking this up. We could change this to be shipped instead. And we can also see frequently purchased products. So these are other products that other people have purchased. So I may be inclined to purchase these instead, or I may be inclined to add these to my cart and as additional purchases. I don't really need any other products today, though I may come back and buy them later. So I'm going to go ahead and check out. On the checkout page, we can go ahead and enter into our simple checkout flow to check the customer out and make sure that they get their product. You can see that we have native loyalty, as we discussed before, but I don't currently have any loyalty points as I use them up on my last purchase. So I can also go ahead and add in a gift card. We support native gift card in Dynamics 365 Commerce. Here I'm going to go ahead and enter in a gift card that Karen received for Christmas. You can see that it's taken $200 off of the total price. I can pay that balance on my Visa card. I've already stored the Visa card because I shop here often. So we're just going to go ahead and put in our CVV, and we're going to go ahead and put in our address. I can now save and validate this information with OBrien, our native payment connector. So now let's go ahead and place our order, and we receive an order confirmation number. You can see here our order confirmation is listed. I'm going to go ahead and copy that out because we're going to need it in a few minutes. And you'll see that I can go ahead and view a set of trending products. These are products that are using one of our algorithmic recommendations, showing trending products that are currently selling well in the site. Now let's take a look at the point of sale system and imagine how OBrien might utilize it in a retail setting. Let's log into the POS as one of our sales associates in New York. The point of sale system, just like e-commerce, utilizes the headless commerce engine that Balaji spoke to you about. The headless commerce engine gives us the ability to master our products in one place and then serve that product across retail channels, whether it be online, call center, or point of sale. Across these different channels, we can utilize the same prices, promotions, discounts, and product images, or we can choose to have unique prices, promotions, and discounts by channel. The first thing we can see is that all the products that we see here in the point of sale are the same products that we see in the e-commerce solution. Let's look at that by looking at the products. Here we can see the list of products that were displayed in the e-commerce site. We can simply scroll through the products, find the product that we're interested in, and display that to the customer. Let's look at our slalom skis. Here we can see the same information that would have been presented to the customer online, presented in a unique format that's oriented to help the sales associate quickly and easily find the content that they're interested in. In fact, you can see that recommendations, like all of our other features, is omnichannel in nature. So you can find the same recommended products that the customer may be interested in purchasing if they aren't interested in this particular product. Had we been logged into the system when the customer order came in, we would have been notified to pick up the order. As we weren't logged in, we can still go find that order by going to the Orders to Pick Up page. Here we can find the different orders in the system that need to be picked and packed, ready for the customer when they come in. Let's take a look at that order. When I'm picking up the order as a sales associate, I have direct access to the customer's information. So as I'm picking this up, let's go ahead and take a look at Karen's information. We can get an idea of what Karen looks like because she's provided her photo as part of her native account, and we know what she'll look like. So when she comes in, as well as knowing the QR code and the information on her receipt that she'll bring in and show to us, we also have a visual identification of what Karen currently looks like. We can see her addresses, so we could verify that information if we wanted to. We can also see her timeline, so we can see how she's interacted with us across the years she's been shopping with us. This gives us the ability to understand all the purchase that she's made, look at her individual wish lists, and look at any recommended products for her. We can see her order history, and we can see all the information associated with her account. This gives us an ability to engage with Karen, so we can understand if she had a shipping error and contacted customer support. We can understand what types of products she likes to buy, and we can recommend products that she likes to purchase. We can also take notes and engage with the customer through our clienteling feature and be able to send them emails and understand what they're interested in and have a personalized, engaged experience with the customer when they come into the store. Let's go back to our home page and let's go back and pick that order up one more time. And here we can go and pick the order up, and it's going to take us into our fulfillment. We can hand her a set of skis, and we can go ahead and we can check her out. We're going to be asked if we want to send Karen an email receipt, and we do. So we're going to go ahead and send that receipt to her, and we're going to cash her out, and she'll be happy. This has been a short demonstration of how Microsoft Dynamics 365 Commerce can empower OBrien to reach its customers online or through the retail to better sell their products, better engage with their customers, and help their customers have fun on the water.
That was a comprehensive end-to-end demo. So let's switch gears and talk a little bit about a couple of other programs that we want to talk about. So Dynamics 365 Commerce has been in market for many, many years, but the e-commerce part of our solution is fairly new, and we launched that roughly about 3 months ago. And to help our customers get much more details about this e-commerce capabilities, we're launching Commerce in a Day. And what this program really is designed to do is to help customers get a better feel for the product and in a single day stand up an end-to-end working system that is fully transactable end-to-end, as well as have a website that looks and feels like their theme and brand that they have, along with the sample set of customer data that we can bring in effectively to evaluate and to move that conversation forward. We have tried a few of these sessions already, and the pilot sessions have gone really well, and we've got some very good feedback. And today we are announcing that this program is available both for our partners as well as for any customers who might be interested in the solution. So the links are available. Please do sign up. And we do have sessions lined up every single week from now on and out, at least until end of June. And we'll take that feedback and drive this conversation forward. Looking forward to seeing you in these sessions going forward. Another initiative that we are launching is Commerce Application Marketplace. And the idea behind this is as customers take on commerce and commerce implementation, there are a wide variety of different capabilities that are needed that are unique to commerce, if you will. So think of it as like payment processing capabilities, experimentation capabilities, targeting capabilities, analytics, all the way through to integration with third-party reviews and ratings providers, to tax providers, shipping providers, and what have you. So we're launching Commerce App Marketplace as an initiative on Microsoft App Source to help do four important things. One, it provides our customers variety of choices so that they can choose the one that is important for their business. It provides fundamentally a lot of choice for them through their implementation. Two, it actually reduces their customization needs so that they don't have to go build this customization when they implement. Three, we want to raise the quality of these integrations and the implementations where right out of the box, when you choose one of these applications and connectors that are available in Marketplace, it just works and improving the quality. And last but not the least is to drive faster adoption and time to value. And we are beginning to work with a variety of different ISVs to build this out. Some of them are already available in our marketplace today. Many of them are actually getting built. And we'd like to show you a couple of examples. The first one is a theme that has been built by one of our partners, Visionet. And this theme works directly on Dynamics 365 e-commerce website. Let's take a look.
Hi, let's take a look at Visionet's Carbon theme and product badges for Dynamics 365 Commerce. First, we'll open the Dynamics CMS and apply the Carbon theme, which has been pre-installed by an administrator. Click Site Settings in the bottom left and then click Extensions. Select Carbon from the Themes drop-down and then click Save and Publish. That's all there is to it. Carbon is a responsive theme that supports a rich browsing experience on both traditional PCs and mobile devices. The navigation menu sticks to the top of the browser window for easier access to menus and search functionality. The sort and filter controls on the product list page are tucked away to let shoppers view more products on each fold. Clicking Sort and Filter reveals a complete set of advanced filter controls. On product detail pages, shoppers can clearly see all available product options at a glance. The Carbon theme also enhances the way cart items and checkout are displayed. The My Account section has been given a more intuitive look and feel. Product badges help you showcase specific products to increase their click-through and conversion rates. Visionet has created badges for discounted products and top-rated items, as well as custom badges for other scenarios. They appear on product list pages, product detail pages, and product carousels. In the Dynamics CMS, you can change each badge's color, behavior, and look and feel. This was a brief overview of how VisionNet's carbon theme and product badges enhance your Microsoft Dynamics 365 Commerce storefront experience. Thanks for watching.
Great. Now let's take a look at another example where this solution is being built by one of our partner Amices, where they have built a hospitality solution leveraging our headless commerce engine that works across both in-store and on e-commerce. Let's roll the video, please.
Amices Lifestyle is a complete end-to-end business solution for restaurateurs. The solution features a food and beverage focused point of sale, supporting recipe management with modifications and substitutions, allowing for accurate inventory consumption and cost calculation. Check management allows a server to easily split customer checks. The solution features a food and beverage self-service kiosk, supporting loyalty and self-checkout. The online food ordering e-commerce solution allows customers to customize their order online and select from home delivery or curbside pickup. The customer can select the ingredients and modifications for their items. The solution supports a responsive web design based on screen size. Once the customer checks out, the order is sent into the designated restaurant's kitchen and delivery management system. Orders are auto-dispatched to drivers through the delivery management application, and drivers receive and accept incoming jobs through the driver app. Amices Lifestyle is available on Microsoft AppSource.
Great. I'd like to talk about another partner, Retail Realm, who has been a long-standing partner of ours for many, many years. They've also built another application on the marketplace called MaxPay Global, which provides payment capabilities supporting wide variety of payment gateways and networks around the world that works across both call center, e-commerce, and in-store capabilities built on our headless commerce engine, supporting wide variety of payment terminals and form factors. And this solution is available today and can be used for implementations anywhere in the world. Now, to accelerate our commerce app marketplace development, we are also hosting a Commerce ISV Day on May 21st. And for those of you who might be interested in joining, the links are below. Please do sign up. And in this session, we'll actually talk to you about how to build a solution, how to leverage our capabilities, as well as some new benefits that we're going to talk about in terms of what the capabilities are, and if you were to publish the solution by later this year, and some of the benefits that you'll get to see from those sessions. So if you're interested, please do join us for the session on May 21st. Now with that, I'd like to wrap up and open it up for question and answers. But prior to that, I do want to take a quick moment. The omni-channel commerce scenarios has always been critical for businesses, but now even more so in this new world that we are living in. So if you're a customer, if you're interested in exploring this, please do reach out to us and we'll work with you to figure out the best path forward. And for both the Commerce in a Day session, as well as for the ISV application marketplace that we are building, if you're interested, please do sign up and we'll help you through that process. And with that, I'll open it up for some questions.
So the top question that we've been asked so far today, Balaji, is what are the implementation options for commerce? So can a customer stand up just an e-commerce site and then did integrate with other solutions like Business Central?
Great. So from a Dynamics 365 commerce standpoint, there are different types of implementation options that are possible. One is fully integrated end-to-end. So if you're a Dynamics 365 finance and operations customer, including with retail implementations that you might have had, you can certainly add e-commerce directly on top of it and enabling omni-channel capabilities. You can also implement Dynamics 365 Commerce just standalone, which can integrate into third-party ERP systems. And we have a number of customers who are doing that already. And last but not the least is you can actually have Dynamics 365 Commerce actually stand up just for e-commerce. You don't need to have physical stores. You don't need to have anything else. Just for e-commerce capabilities, you can certainly do that. And all three implementation options are possible, and it's actually happening today. Now, with regard to the Business Central question, at least at this point, we don't have a direct integration that the commerce product actually has with Business Central. We'd love to hear your feedback. If there's a lot of need in the market for that, we'll certainly listen to your feedback and try to incorporate that into our roadmap. But if you're also a partner who would like to go build that integration between commerce and Business Central, please do reach out to us and we'll help you through that process.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Balaji. That was a fantastic session and very informative. Have a great day, everyone.